Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge we have from 1971. Introduced 1971, gold plastic cap, Bocador. Let's see this. Gold on white label with pink trim. Bocador rum, white label. It says, the original Bocador rum, famous for its character, should have a comma between rum and famous. But anyway, the original Bocador rum, famous for its character, made by master distillers where the tropical winds blow, wherever that's supposed to be. Original Superior, bottled by Worldwide Distillers Company, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 80 proof, and that's all it says. Ron Superior rum. Okay, I got this for $8.99. This liter bottle, $8.99 at Don's Country Market on Louisiana Highway 53. All these highways that connect 61 to U.S. Highway 61 to Louisiana Highway 44 and 18, not 44 and 48. They're all like 50, 53, 52. A lot of that's where the 50s are, so it's hard to remember, but I think it's 53. And they don't carry it anymore. They had the 150, the 151, and this one. I've never seen Bocador anywhere in my life besides Don's Country Store. Well, I guess nobody was really buying it. I know this bottle is not from, this bottle might be from 1971 for all I know, but it can't be because it's got a universal product code. And those didn't really start showing up on labels till around 1976. Beerhound says, well, how do Ron Skiaruski? I'm fine, Beer Ski Houndsky. All right, now the competitor, Cane Run, in the beautiful plastic bottle. Nothing like the thought of plastic. Cane Run, introduced in 2015. Cane Run Estate, now just referred to as Cane Run. They changed the name about a year ago, or less than a year, to just Cane Run Simple. Still have number 12 recipe. Produced in Trinidad and bottled in Louisville, Kentucky by Sazerac Company. Bocador is produced somewhere in the Caribbean and bottled in Philadelphia. Doesn't say imported, so it, well, this one doesn't say it either, does it? It just, oh yeah, imported rum. This one doesn't. So this one's probably from Puerto Rico or the United States Virgin Islands, because those would be U.S. territory, so they wouldn't be imported. Or Puerto Rico's the U.S. Commonwealth, similar to a territory, but more, they have more internal self-government. Okay, anyway. Get the glasses correct. Will I be able to tell these apart? It'll be tough, really tough. Looks like it will jack your world up. It will if you drink too much. It will jack. It would be a bad decision, but I'm not going to make those bad decisions. I'm just going to taste them, try to tell them apart, and move on. Tomorrow morning, I'm planning to do Aristocrat, another odd product introduced in 1933. True story. Owned by a husband and wife team who both died within weeks of each other in 1999. And now the company is owned by Heaven Hill because it got sold out. All right. They actually had no children, so there's no one to inherit the company if they had wanted to. Guess I could have given it to the closest relative. Okay, so these are both clear, silver, white rums. I think they're very similar, but what's going to be the determining factor? I think it's going to be that the Bocador is sweeter and the Cane Run is grassier. Some weird grass. I don't know if I love that, but it's interesting. Let's see, $18.99 divided by 1,750 times 1,000. 1085. per liter. So the cane run would normally be $10.85 per liter. The Bocador $8.99 per liter. If you ever found it. But I did not pay $18.99 for the 1.75 liter bottle of cane run. No, I went to the legendary Discount Depot on United States Highways 90 business route westbound in Marrero, Louisiana, and I paid $9.99. $9.99. Are you kidding me? Well, hey, I said, let me buy it because I bet you I'll never see it for that price again. And I guarantee you I never did. And these bottles did not last a week. Oh, she had a lot for $8.99. And then it will go. So if you go to Discount Depot or Savannah Discount or International Market and you see a ridiculously low price, like $17.99 for Chivas Regal Mitsunara, and you say, I'll get it next time, they ain't going to be a next time, all right? You're going to get it for $48, the normal price of what you're going to do. What do you do with the rest of the booze? I just keep it on shelves, and I've got 3 main shelves now and cabinets. I keep it in cabinets. I got 2 shelves that are pretty full, 1 shelf that I just started filling yesterday, and I got these cabinets with all of it in there. And I just keep going in these round robin tournaments, drinking them down, you know, and then when the bottle's gone, I toss it, like the Canadian Limited. I finished it off and I tossed it. I'm not buying any more Canadian Limited. I had enough, you know, I tasted it enough. It was, you know, pretty good. And I move on. And then Jack Daniel's Black Label, it's gone. So I'm going, and, you know, they got enough bourbons to try. You should let David drink them. Haha. Yeah, right. He's got so many now. You want to see a real crazy collection? Go to his house. But he doesn't do tournaments, so it's like he never gets rid of it because then he'll buy another one. Oh, I bought this, I bought that. I said, what? I said, don't you have a lot to drink now? Yeah, but I saw it. It was $90. It's this rare Japanese whiskey or whatever. I said, well, okay. Yeah, let's go to David's. Yeah, and then he's got his beer museum, which I'm not even going to talk about that anymore because he's never going to drink them. I said, by the time you get to them, they'll be rancid. I'm not drinking some old 10-year-old beer. They never taste good. I mean, 10% of them will be good. The rest, the other 90%, beer's not made for aging. You know what beer's made for? Drinking. True story. Do I have a beer museum? No, I have a refrigerator in the kitchen, and it's got beer in it, and then I drink them, and then I get more. Then I drink those, and I get more. Then I drink those and get more. See what I mean? What beer museum? Oh, man, I want to see it. It's just boxes, and boxes really is what he's got full of beer. Aroma here. Light, sweet molasses, but not too sweet. Tastes like alcohol. You know, it smells like alcohol, but it's sugar-based, molasses-based. Okay, here. Oh, same general thing. What's going on, Ron? I'm just doing a taste challenge. I got to upload another video when this is over. We did a video duo review for this peanut butter cup porter. Peanut butter chocolate porter from Wisconsin. From Minnesota. It's flavored with peanut butter. It's flavored with chocolate. It's 5.2% alcohol. I did a solo review. Then we did a duo review. My grandpa liked Berge and Schaefer. Yeah. Burgermeister. I never saw that. Okay, taste time. I've seen it in magazine ads. I used to buy Schaefer so much. All right. Sweet and grassy. Starting to get to freeze on these rums. It was 46 degrees for a high with rain yesterday here in Michigan, and that was rough. That sounds like misery. We get those kind of days. We get those kind of days in Louisiana in January and maybe December. Yeah, December and January, a high of 46, but they're not common. I still want to try Schaefer. Oh yeah, yeah, but it's Schaefer. I tried it so many times. It's good. It's not great, but for $7.98 a suitcase back in 1999, yeah, it was great for $7.98 a suitcase. Every store used to carry it, and a lot of people in Louisiana drank it. But you know, Pabst bought it out. It was bought by Pabst in 1999, and they don't know how to you know, Pabst can't open an umbrella, you know, so naturally their bumbling management style led to it not being available anywhere. So leave it up to them to when Stroh's owned it, everybody had it. Every store had it. Pabst bought it, nobody had it. You do a great job, Pabst, of making sure people can't get your brands. Oh, my bad. What did it taste like? Oh, just regular lager, kind of like old Milwaukee. I want those days to be in the winter, like from November to March, where here I hate it. Yeah, I'd hate it too. Hey, Ronald. Hey, Jordy. All right. I want to watch the news at the top of the hour, which is coming up like a flower. Da, 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 da. Okay. The main concept here is that both of these are good. Now, Cane Run is the flagship rum for the Sazerac company, all right? Just like Captain Morgan is the flagship rum for Diageo, Guinness company, Guinness beer liquor company, Diageo. Just like Bacardi Superior and Bacardi Gold is the flagships for Bacardi. And you say, well, what about worldwide importers? What is their flagship? I never heard. You know what their flagship is? Pennsylvania Dutch eggnog. I mean, that's where their money comes in from September to December. That's probably where most of their money is coming from. Doggone Pennsylvania Dutch pre-mixed eggnog. And you can't argue against it because that stuff is good. It's made with real dairy cream. It's rich. It's 17.5% alcohol, and put some cinnamon or nutmeg on it, and it's ready. It's party time. You know what I'm saying? It's be cold outside, and you just have a good time. All right, now it's very delicious, and they make a lot of cordials. Like triple sec, and then this and that, which they sell mainly to wholesalers, which sell to bar rooms. So they make rum. They make blended whiskey. They make, which I bought. Oh, no, never mind. That's from New Jersey. They make straight bourbon. They make gin. Well, let me say, I shouldn't say they make it. They get it made for them. You know what I mean? They don't really have a distillery. They have a bottling plant and a blending plant in Philadelphia. And they just contract, say, well, we want this rum, 151, gold, silver, whatever. Or they'll contract with some Canadian company. Okay, we want some Canadian blended whiskey. Give us a 3-year age for real cheap, and then give us an 8-year age. We can sell it up price, you know, like a little more gourmet. Okay, you know, you got it. So Sazerac does that a lot too. Captain Morgan's spice rum was my granddad's favorite. I love it too. I've never tried a spice rum, actually. Have you ever had Cougar Bait from Kentucky? No, I never heard of it. So just now. Beer hound. My dad was weird. He only would drink Miller High Life from a 32-ounce bottle. I used to steal his beer, and he caught on and called me a beer hound. And now you use that name. Haha, nice, beer hound. Good story, says B Aviation. All right. My father, when I turned 18, well, you know, 18 was the drinking age in Louisiana. And up until recently, and then they changed the law again about 10 years ago, where not only could you not buy it at 18, you couldn't drink it either, unless you're with your parents, which you can drink in public with your parents at age 12. But that's another story. Now, when I turned 18, my father had Miller Lite, L-I-T-E, in the fridge. And I said, well, let me drink some, because he didn't care. I was 18. I didn't like it. I said, ugh. why do people drink beer? This stuff tastes like watered down oatmeal or something. It was terrible. It had like a hole in it. I said, this beer has like a hole. It doesn't taste good like beer used to taste when I was 3 years old. But, you know, when I was 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, my parents would have a cookout on the back patio. They'd be sipping Miller High Life from those ponies or Schlitz, and they would or Dixie, yes, Dixie beer, and they would let me sip it out of the bottle. And it tasted so good. And then I didn't drink beer from 86 to 96, 1986 to 1996, May of 86 to February 96. So I wasted 10 years drinking soft drinks, which is probably killing me. And all because of Miller Lite. And then I revisited beer, and I was drinking regular ones and, you know, malt liquors and stouts and all. And I say, I see the problem. It was that light beer was no good. Had no character. Man, if you'd have had a real good beer in the fridge, like, literally like Coors Banquet, I would have just got into the habit. I don't mean the habit. I mean to say the hobby in 86 rather than 96. But he was the same like all these Americans. He wouldn't drink after they came out with light beer. He was on to light beer. He just gave up regular beer in a snap and was on to Coors Light and all that, Miller Lite. I never could get into it, all right. This tastes, like I just said, semi-sweet and grassy. What is it? Bocador? What is it? Cane Run? I really don't know. Let me taste over here. I'm not getting as much grass action here. You know, like grassiness, sugarcane stalks. Let me say this to you. Buy either one. If you see Cane Run and you see Bocador and they're the same price, just pick whatever one you want, or pick both because neither one is expensive. Or just say, well, I like this label. This is a prettier label. Okay, well, then get the one with the pretty label. I mean, that's really what you're dealing with right here. You say, so it's basically a tie. You got that right. It's basically a tie. You know? Okay. And I'm going to call it. I want to go watch the news. We hop over to Canada at 19. Haha. Yeah. Well, and people in Texas always go to Mexico so they can drink at 18. Well, before this scamdemic. Miller Lite is all my mom would drink. What's with Miller? Is it a cult beer? It is a cult beer. I wish we still got Lone Star in Scotland. Yeah. And Schlitz. We don't even get Schlitz in Louisiana anymore the last couple of months. And why? Because, you know, it's owned by Pabst, and Miller's brewery got hacked, and Miller was contracting their beer. Johnny Tactical said, I really started enjoying beer when I started drinking craft beer. Jordy, you need to get Schlitz done. Yeah, Schlitz is a good one. When I started drinking beer in February 96, I didn't differentiate craft from macro. I mean, I knew they were different, but I didn't differentiate as far as buying. I would just try this, try that, try this, try that. So people ask me like, when did you get into craft beer? I say day one, first day. You know, you understand. It wasn't like, oh, like some light bulb came on. I was like, I understand now. It was like, no, I just, okay, it's different products. One is fancy and one is just regular, you know, and I drink them. And then I couldn't understand this cult-like behavior with other people like, oh, craft beer, it's part of our movement, guys. I was like, what are you talking about? Anyway. What do you mean a movement? It's a product. They're selling it. If you think it's a movement, you're getting hosed, but people are dim-witted, you know. All right. I'm going to say this is the Bocador because it's not as grassy. Oh, it's the Cane Run. Well, I just told you it was even. Well, I failed. I figured I was going to fail coming up, and I did. No big deal. No big deal. No big tragedy. I knew they were going to be close. And the Aristocrat tomorrow morning is going to be very close, too. So if you want to watch another high potential failure hangout, watch tomorrow because it could happen very likely. Thanks for watching this video production. On to the news.